Hey, it's great to see you. Are you considering getting a Trike motorcycle? Watch this video where I talk about the pros and the cons of getting a Trike motorcycle. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And as always, let's ride. Should I buy a Trike? That's a typical question a lot of motorcycle buyers are asking themselves. Are you concerned about this as well? If so, you need to be aware of the pros and cons of buying a Trike in order for you to make an informed decision. In this video, I will cover 5 pros and 5 cons of buying a Trike. The pros. One of the most important pros in buying a Trike is comfort. These motorcycles are built for touring, long distance touring, and they are going to be made comfortable. The wide platform, the ease of getting on and off the Trike, the suspension, everything that goes into a Trike, they're made very comfortable for long touring. The other pro is greater security. Because of its wide stance, this motorcycle is very stable. You don't have to worry about this motorcycle tipping over or anything like that, standing still or riding down the road. In addition, this Trike has a wider seat, so that way it makes it a lot more comfortable for you. And of course, because of the wide stance, the stability, you use less core muscle and less leg muscles, which lessens your fatigue, which means you can ride a lot longer. Another pro is the amount of space that the Trike has. They are built for touring and long distance rides, so obviously they're going to have the storage capacity. Most Trikes, they carry anywhere between 20 and 50 gallon capacity on the trunks. Some Trike lines, they have additional storage available to them. And of course, with more space, you can carry more. Your trips can be a lot longer. Hey riders, stay to the end of this video and I will share with you a bonus tip on how to make your Trike ride a lot more comfortable. Trikes are great for seniors and riders with disabilities. If you have mobility issues with your back, your hips, your knees, whatever, Trikes are a great ride for you because of the stable platform that it provides. But Trikes are not only good for seniors and people with disabilities, young riders can benefit from riding Trikes as well. Those that don't want the long learning curve of riding two-wheel motorcycle with the counter steering and the leaning and all that stuff, you can start with a Trike, and because you have a stable platform, it's a lot easier to learn and the learning curve is a lot shorter. Riding a Trike can be equated to riding an ATV with direct steering. Trikes stand out in the crowd. Go to a motorcycle rally and you see all the two-wheel motorcycles. Park your two-wheel motorcycle out there and good luck in finding it. However, you have a Trike, that thing is going to stand out. You're going to see it from far away. It stands out. Everybody's going to give you a second look. People are going to ask you about your Trike, especially if you have some modifications on it and make it stand out. All right, now we're moving on to cons. Definitely higher prices. Most Trikes are very expensive, especially the factory manufactured Trikes. They can be anywhere between $28,000 and $50,000. Very pricey. The higher cost of Trikes can price out a lot of the consumers. Another option is you can go with a Trike conversion kit, but conversion kits can go anywhere between $4,000 and $20,000. And again, it's a higher price that you have to pay. And of course, when you get a conversion kit, you have to make sure that you get a reverse kit with it, because pushing a heavy Trike, it's a lot of work, and having a reverse kit is a lot more convenient. Another con is the higher maintenance costs. Trikes are modified motorcycles and they have a lot more components to them, which requires a lot more maintenance. You have 3 wheels instead of 2. You have more electronics and more lights to contend with. And if there are any mechanical work that has to be done on the rear end, they have to take that entire rear body panel off. And of course, that's going to require, a lot of disassembling of wires, mechanicals, and so forth in order to get that body panel off. Another con is the bulkier dimensions. You got to keep in mind this motorcycle is a lot wider, so when you're riding through the streets, you have to be aware of the rear end of that motorcycle. You cannot ride the normal lanes that you would if you had a two-wheel motorcycle, such as you have lanes 1, 2, and 3 within a specific lane. On a Trike, usually you have to stay in the middle. Sometimes you can move a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Keep in mind that if you get too far over, your wheels are going to be over the line, and that's not going to be good for you. Also, when parking, you have to be careful because of the wider dimensions of the motorcycle. If you look at pulling up to a gas station, you got to keep in mind those rear wheels. If not, you're going to be bumping up against that gas pump or the gas pump guards. The other con is a Trike provides a totally different riding experience, especially if you come from riding 2 wheels. When you get on a trike, it's going to be totally different than what you have learned your entire life. Instead of counter steering, you're going to be using direct steering, meaning that you point the wheel in the direction of the turn that you want to go into. You don't use any leaning, any counter steering or anything like that. It's more challenging for riders that have experience in two wheels, because now they're going to have to get used to using a totally different riding system. Okay, so the question still stands. Should I buy a trike? Trikes are gaining a lot of popularity with riders, not only the old but also the young, and for good reasons. As you can see, there are many advantages to owning a trike: more comfort, more space, and they are more stable. That's why many beginner riders and older riders are getting into trikes or considering converting their two-wheel motorcycles into trikes. On the other hand, you can't forget about the disadvantages. They are a lot pricier, and they will price out the average consumer. Not only that, but you have to contend with the higher maintenance costs. And also, don't forget, they are a lot wider than a two-wheel motorcycle, and something that you have to get used to. It's also good to know that a trike provides a totally different riding experience than a two-wheel motorcycle. And I can't say that it's less enjoyable, but a ride on a trike is vastly different than a two-wheel motorcycle. Additionally, the bigger dimensions can be a problem when it comes to parking and storage. If you are a senior rider that finds it difficult to move around an 800-pound two-wheel motorcycle, a trike could be a very good option for you. It will extend your riding. It's safer, it's more comfortable, and you have a lot of storage and less fatiguing. All good points, especially on long trips. For younger riders, your learning curve is going to be a lot shorter. The reason is because you don't have to learn counter steering, leaning, and all the other technique riding that you have to on a two-wheel motorcycle. Riding a trike will be equivalent of riding an ATV, direct steering. You point the wheel in the direction you want to go, and that's where it's going to go. And the main point of owning a trike is that it can significantly extend your riding career. So I want everyone out there, go look at a trike, go test ride them, check them out, look at them very well. There are many manufacturers that make trikes. I'm not brand specific, I just happen to like the look of the freewheeler, and that's what I went with. But if you want to go triking, go check them out. And like I always say, let's ride. You should adjust your rear suspension to suit your local conditions, riding style, or the comfort level that you like. Increase preload to accommodate additional weight and cargo. If you're riding with luggage, or if you're riding with a passenger and luggage, you must accommodate for that. Reduce the preload to accommodate for less weight if it's just going to be you and nobody else, no extra luggage, no extra equipment being carried on the motorcycle. And I just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, so that way you get notified when we put out new videos. Also, check out this video. It's relevant to what we were talking about today. Thank you, and let's ride.